Hey, it's Griff and Sarah, and we're on a walking tour.
In the city of Glens Falls, New York.
Is that where we are?
That's where we are.
What I wanted to do was find somebody famous who's buried here in Glens Falls, and there's a few notable people. I've never heard of them, figured you might not either, but one name did pop up. It caught my attention. I was Bronco Charlie Miller. I've been trying to find Joey Green. Joey Green is known for being the only guy to be banned from the city of Glens Falls, New York, the only one ever. We're at the Bay Street Cemetery.
Glens Falls, New York.
Are we here again?
I guess we are.
The other place we're going today is Dirty John's Hot Dogs, which is actually known as New Way Lunch. It's colloquially known as Dirty John's. And that opened up, I think, in 1919, August 1919, by a guy named John Floro.
You know something about Glens Falls? Glens Falls is a hot dog town, you know, they're all great. But when people talk about Glens Falls hot dogs, probably New Way Lunch is the one that's most brought up and the place people go to when they come home.
They always have a hard time finding it because it says New Way Lunch and they know it as Dirty John's.
That's right.
So here's the site of the new Way Lunch, or Dirty John's. This used to be the All Points Diner, which was the bus station. South Street, right next to J.P. Bruno's, right across from New Way Lunch. Well, the new Way Lunch. Anyways, this is where Joey Green got murdered.
New York.
Maybe it was you they were after.
Perhaps.
The Civil War monument was dedicated in 1872 and designed by R.T. Baxter. It's right here on South and Glen. All right, we're on Center Street in Glens Falls, and this is the Russell Little House, and it was built in 1839. He was the president of the Glens Falls Insurance Company. Now, I always remember it as the Purple House. You can kind of see that it's still purple. I think it last was painted in 1985 when I was in high school. Spooky. All right, so I know we've been here before, and there's more than one famous person here. Bronco Charlie Miller, of course. And this other guy I found named Harry Elks, who was a cyclist, died in 1903. He's about 25 years old. And, well, he might be about 25, I think.
Well, I don't want to start like at the beginning of this guy's career or anything.
I'm going to start with 1928 when Joey Green was taken for a ride. So he wasn't really playing by the gangster rules down in Albany. He's from Albany, 286 Livingston Avenue. There's a Stewart's there now, so don't even bother. Or you could, go to Stewart's. Anyways, these guys took Joey out of town to the town line or the county line and put 7 bullets in him. There it is. The old gray lady. My alma mater.
Mine too.
St. Mary's. All right, guys, the old Dirty John's right here. New Way Lunch. Right on the window would have been for 5 cents, 5-cent hot dogs, which actually they were 5 cents all the way through World War II. And this guy opened it up in 1919. Here's the original spot. Not looking as good as it used to.
It sure doesn't look the same.
It sure doesn't. Guys, we're going to go up to Glens Falls and see Bronco Charlie Miller again. I feel like I should do more on him because he's my favorite character so far. Harry Elks is right there with him now, and we're going to do another one on him, maybe. But Bronco Charlie Miller, born in 1850, between 2 buffalo robes on a covered wagon out in the middle of Shasta, California, on the way to the gold rush. And by 11, he was a Pony Express rider. That only lasted like a year or two. I can't remember, like 18 months. Not sure if you'd really be a Pony Express rider at the age of 11. Remember, when I was 11, I couldn't do shit. And, so Harry Elks was a pace racer. Now,
I don't know what a pace racer was.
So I looked that up. So most of the deaths in cycling are from pace racing, and there was 33 deaths from the cyclist, and I think 14 deaths of pacers. Now, a pacer is a guy on a motorcycle who is directly in front of the cyclist, who is basically touching almost the motorcycle. And every cyclist has a motorcycle guy. So what happened was Harry Elks blew a tire, because they had shit tires back then. And as he fell, the motorcycle behind him ran him over. And that's how he died. There's a little speakeasy named Prine's Island. And at 6 o'clock in the morning on February 19th, 1933, a couple of guys from Albany came up to visit him. Fight started about in here, which would have been a fake cigar shop. There had been a sliding wall, which was rope pulled. Anyways, that was pushed in by shoulder, probably. And there would have been about a 30-foot bar. There was a coin-operated ball game right here. Got knocked over. And towards the end of the bar, right in front of the washroom in the kitchen, is where he took a shot right through the chest and the heart. There were 2 other bullets found in the wall up here. And that was the end of Joey Green. Talk about Bronco Charlie Miller, of course. It's my favorite. Anyways, the Chapman Museum's trying to get all of his carvings back. So they put them out on their website, and we purchased one. Well, I purchased one. She was sleeping. Anyways, I looked through a lot of it. You know, I wouldn't really call him an artist or anything. But more whittler, you know, whittling. And there's a bunch of Western kind of stuff. But the one that attracted me was the showgirl. And so I bought it. It cost me $75. And I think it looks a little like a topless Wonder Woman. So I just had to have it. So check it out. I think the show's going to be in June, and my name should be plastered right underneath. Topless Wonder Woman. Sound. All right, that's South Street straight up there. Now you know where you are. All right, so we're going to the Chapman Museum because apparently they got some stuff about Bronco Charlie Miller in there. We're going to see if they got anything about Harry Elks. But Chapman Museum is, I guess, the Chapman family, and it's right off on Glen Street and Pine. Pine's one way, though, so...
You got to go in on Bacon, which is one way.
That's right, it's Bacon. It's not Pine. Or is it Pine? Maybe Pine's the next street over. Well, Pine is what is on the other side, but
Yes.
just remember that.
Yes, because that's where the old phone company is, or was.
Right here, they got some old-timey shit in there, and we're going to go check it out. We don't have any cash, so hopefully they take the card. Bronco Charlie also made assertions that he was a Texas Ranger. He fought with Teddy Roosevelt, fought with Jesse James. He claimed he knew everybody from Bat Masterson to General Custer and Davy Crockett. Unfortunately, Davy Crockett was dead about 13 years before he supposedly. When World War I came around, he wanted to join up, but at this time he was supposedly about 67. So it's said that he got on his horse, rode to Canada, and joined up the cavalry. Whether or not any of this was true, you got to give the guy credit for staying in character for so long. And at least he kept the romance of the Old West alive. There's the grave.
There he is.
Joseph Zolanka.
Zolanka.
Otherwise known as Joey Green. Yeah, Glens Falls used to be a pretty tough town. And then in 1944, Look magazine made us Hometown USA.